Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're doing a scouting mission. I've got a few cameras set up out here where we're going to deer hunt at this fall. I'm going to hopefully show you some trail cam pictures, and then also kind of talk about where my cameras are located and why we looked at locating the cameras where we did. So join us today, see if you can see some of the big bucks with us, and hopefully we can get some deer named and get a chance to see some of them this fall as well. So stay tuned, we'll try and show you some good pictures today. All right, we're at our first camera spot. We've got it set up over this pond behind me that I'll show you guys whenever we get out here. But the deer we've seen some bucks feeding in a field just across the way here, and there's only two places that we know of that they could be drinking at. It's either this pond or another pond up the way that I've actually got a camera at as well. So the thought would be that they would have to be coming into those to drink. Now, there's cattle in this field behind me that the landowner has, so we've really set this camera up to be facing more towards the fence where we think the deer are running back and forth than we have actually over the pond itself. Otherwise, we'd probably just have 150 pictures of cattle, and anybody that hunts where the landowner also runs cattle, you know what I'm talking about. So we're gonna get out and I'll show you kind of where this camera is here in just a little bit. And then we'll come back to the truck and see if I can get my laptop fired up, and we'll look and see if we've got anything good on it. So and we're gonna go the next camera. Okay, I'm gonna walk over here a little ways and check my other camera over this other pond I was just talking about. Kind of see this pond right here on this backside, right in here. And my camera is right over here on the back side of it where this fence row runs up right along here. Check that, I'm going to check this pond bank and see if there's any tracks or anything around it real quick. Not seeing anything super fresh. Okay, I ain't gonna lie to you on this third one. This is Seed Tick Haven. So I'm going to leave you guys here. I'll be back in just a minute. Sorry that took so long. I was getting attacked by armadillos and I don't feel like blowing my eardrums out, so I just tried to run them off. So that didn't work so well. All right, back at the house. Got a shower in, knocked the sweat off today. Back in the AC now, so now we're good to go. So let's look at some of these trail cam pictures we have, look at some of the bucks that are on it, and may even give some names to these guys so we can keep track of them this fall as we're going through. So let's slide through here and look at the first one. So really, honestly, this is, at the time, this was the best deer that I had a picture of. You can only see his left side really well, but he's got a pretty good left G2 and a really good right G2. And by looking at it initially, I thought he was a 10 pointer, had 5 on his left side, and I would have guessed he had 5 on his right. But you look at the second picture, and let's zoom in here just a little bit. If we zoom in on this picture just a little bit, you can actually tell that he is truly a 9. So Really nice deer. I think he's actually a little young. I'm guessing he's only 2.5, maybe 3.5 years old tops. So if he does survive, I ain't gonna lie to you, during bow season I'm definitely flinging an arrow at him, but if he does survive, he should grow into a really nice deer next year. Okay, next buck we've got, I think it's just a 5-pointer. I don't think he's got a brow on the left side. At least he didn't look like it. I don't think he's got a brow on the left side. So, being that I'm guessing he's a 5, I think we're going to call this deer Cinco. We're going to call him Cinco. Okay, here we go. So here's the first buck we've got pictures of on the first camera that we checked today. So, looks like just a classic young 8-pointer is all he looks like. Really symmetrical. Oh, and actually, I tell you what, no, that deer's gonna be a 10-pointer. He's gonna be a 10-pointer. He's got two little G4s right on the very front end of his main beams. As long as he's got brows, that deer's gonna be a 10-pointer. And this picture of him that we've got, the very first picture of him, just standing there as majestic as he can be, I think we might just name him David. We might name him David after King David. Because he just stands there just as pretty as he can get in this trail cam picture. So we're going to dub that deer David. Hopefully we get some more pictures of him. Okay, here's this other deer, and this might just be David again. It's kind of hard to tell with how blurry it is, but it looks like it's just another. Let me see if I can get in here on him a little bit closer. I feel like that's just gonna be David again. It looks like he's got little G4s on him. Now this deer, the pictures are really blurry just for him cutting through there, but that looks like a bigger buck to me. In this last picture, man, he looks like he's got a big sway belly on him. That looks like a bigger buck to me. And he just blurs through there. That camera, if there's a way to crank shutter speed on a trail camera, we might have to figure out how to do that. But being that he's cutting through this frame in a blur like a ghost, we ought to just name him Ghost, I'd say. So that's what we're going to call this one. We're going to call him Ghost. And man, I'd like to see him again. I'd like to see him again, for sure. Alright, that one's Ghost. And I think Ghost wraps it up for us. So those are the bucks that we've got on camera right now. So hopefully we'll get to run into one of them this fall, and we'll get to have a close-up photo session with one of them. I think that's going to wrap it up for this video, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully we'll get to catch up with one of these guys later on. Hopefully you guys are seeing some big deer running around where you're at too, and hopefully you guys are getting amped. I know season here in Missouri starts on September 15th. We'll be looking to get up in a tree and see what we can get after. Pray you guys are feeling blessed. Hope you guys are enjoying today. Just pray that God's blessings rain down on you, and just know that we're praying for you every day, and we look forward to catching you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you.